Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. Let's talk about Nicki Minaj because someone has started a petition for Nicki to be deported. They want Nicki Minaj to be deported back to the Caribbean, her home country. Where is she from again? Trinidad? Is she from Trinidad or Barbados? I don't remember where she's from again. But they have started a petition for Nikki to be deported back to her country ever since she showed up at Turning Point USA rally, and she was there with Erica Kirk. And remember that she also showed up at the US summit speaking on the behalf of the Christians that were getting prosecuted in Nigeria. And Donald Trump, they bombed what they called an ISIS location on Sunday. They said that, no civilians were harmed. I've seen a lot of videos from Nigerians saying no civilians were harmed. But what they're saying is that Donald Trump is using ISIS as an excuse to go into Nigeria and steal their precious minerals of the earth, right? But back to Nicki Minaj. So over 12,000 people signed a petition for Nicki to be deported because they're saying that she's supporting Donald Trump and, she deserves to be canceled. No, before that, it was alleged that she lost 10 million Instagram followers and then she basically archived her Instagram account. But it's not 10 million followers. She did not lose 10 million followers. She did not lose 5 million either. I think it was about 1 million going on to 2 million, right? I said I was going to come in here with fire on this topic today, but I said let me take it easy because the truth of the matter is, who voted for Donald Trump? If you all are, because I hate to see hypocrisy. You know who's attacking Nicki Minaj? And who wants her deported and who wants her canceled? The real people who voted for Donald Trump and are butthurt that they are the ones who are going to suffer the most in this time. They're the ones who are taking out their pain and their anger and they're blaming Nicki Minaj because they refuse to take accountability for their voting choice. So why not attack MAGA, Nicki? Nicki is MAGA. So why not attack her? Let's take out our voting choice and our voting, frustration on Nicki. Let's attack Nicki Minaj because she's a celebrity. She's the one that's out there at the forefront supporting Turning Point USA and supporting Donald Trump. So let's take out our voting choice that we made individually. We voted for Trump, not me, you people, because Trump could never get my vote. Kamala could never get my vote either. I would not vote for Trump and I would never vote for Kamala Harris. And that's just the truth. I would never vote for any of the two. I would never vote for Trump. I would never vote for Kamala Harris. I would never vote for Barack Obama. I would vote for Bernie. I would vote for Bernie Sanders. But no one else. I don't see anyone else as yet. That's who I would vote for. If Jasmine was running for president, I would maybe vote for her. But I would never vote for Trump, Kamala, or Barack Obama. I would definitely vote for Bernie Sanders, maybe Jasmine Crockett. I've seen a few others, right? But what I'm saying is this. Why are so many people mad? Why did you all voted for Donald Trump and now you're taking out your frustration on someone who did not even vote? Why are you? Because the thing, this is the thing. Nicki has always been an advocate. This is not anything new. The only thing new is her teaming up with Erica Kirk, going to that Turning Point rally, which she should have never done. Nicki needs to stay away from Turning Point. She needs to look at Turning Point as a poison, as a nuclear threat, and stay the heck away from Turning Point. Those people cannot be trusted. They are not someone that you trust. Charlie Kirk was, a co-founder of Turning Point, and he was assassinated, and then things are happening at Turning Point now that a lot of people are questioning. I don't know all that's going on because it's a lot to keep up, and who has that time when they have other things to take care of, including their health? But my point is this: Donald Trump doesn't want any brokey in his country. Nicki is not a brokey, so Nicki will never get deported, okay? She's not gonna get deported. So those petitions have never worked. I've seen you guys signing petitions for Jake Paul to get off YouTube and for him to be canceled. Jake Paul is out here still trending a decade later. Those petitions never work. I've never seen them work. I've seen a petition to cancel Keisha Haley, didn't work. I've seen petition to, these petitions, they don't work. They don't work. Nicki Minaj did not break a law. She can support whoever she wants to. It's her democratic right in order to do so. Whether you and I may agree or disagree, whether we like it or not. But my point is, when will everyone stop and think for a minute and say, hold on a second, wait a minute now. If over 10 million people are upset, especially you black people, especially the content creators that are going for Nicki, some of you guys are the biggest set of hypocrites. You know why? Because most of you voted for Trump. The black population and the Mexican population is a population that made Trump won that election. And it is the same population that is now attacking Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is an individual. Ain't no way an individual could give Donald Trump the presidential win unless that election was stolen by Elon Musk, which many people assume that's how Trump won. It's not far-fetched. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm not saying that's what happened, but it's not far-fetched, right? But I'm saying Nicki didn't vote, right? I don't think she voted. And even if she did, that's just one vote. So who are the people voted for Trump? Since everyone is so mad at Nicki, since no one voted for Trump, absolutely nobody voted for Donald Trump. Besides the people at Turning Point USA and the people in his party. What is Trump's party? Democrats or Republican? To show you how disconnected I am from their politics. Because I don't like any of them, to be very honest. I don't like any of them. I don't like Democrats. I don't like Republican. But I love Bernie Sanders. I love Bernie. Bernie is the man. I would vote for Bernie. I would vote for him. But my point is, if none of y'all voted for Trump, how did Trump win the election? And Trump is going to win again. Who are you going to blame after you go back to vote for Trump? Trump won many years ago. Who voted him in then? Trump came back and Trump won again. But you all want to blame Nicki because you guys refuse to take accountability for your actions. You refuse to accept that you are the reason why Trump is a thorn in your skin. You refuse to accept that you are the reason why Trump will be deporting your ass. It's not Nicki. It's you. You need to take accountability for your actions. Ain't no way Nicki was the only one who voted for Donald Trump, and that's how y'all are behaving. And it doesn't make any sense. Y'all are a bunch of evil ass people.